Summer of Love. Can somebody get me a Polly? All right, you come on up because it's time for us to start the show. About it is, all you gotta do is just ask. Okay, if you ask and you're patient, you'll end up in the spot you wanna be in. You feel me? Because sometimes I find myself getting like, woo, you know? And then I say, wait, have love in your heart. Okay. Hit the button.
Sorry, this is the auto tone.
Wait, I know that guy.
Hey, you guys.
Hey!
Alrighty, so I just wanted to say a couple words. Safety is clearly very important to me. Good morning. I'm the Summer Safety Coordinator for the John Bonner Show. And for all of you tonight, safety, very important to me. It's the summer of safety, after all. I got drunk last night, fell down my stairs this morning, all because I wasn't wearing the correct personal protective equipment. I rode away from the Brick River, took out my sister last summer. I didn't even get to say goodbye. I hit myself on the head with a wrench a few months ago, and it hurt. All of this just to say that safety is important, and it means so much to me. Here's my safety speech I prepared for tonight. Don't drink and drive. Don't kill the vibe. And if y'all are doing it tonight, hit me up. Friendship's a terrible thing to waste, so hug your bro. Don't punch his face. And I got condoms just in case. So hit me up. I didn't mean condoms for my bro because I don't need condoms for my bro. What I mean is that it's safe to hit me up for sex. Summer safety.
Oh, it's not the summer of safety, it's the summer of Santa. Hey, hit that thing for me. Yeah. Be giving. Ho, 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 hey, ho. Where's all the snow? Oh. I was just in the bathroom doing some blow. Oh. The union's on my ass for what I'm doing to those elves up north. This is the summer of Santa. It's time to be in the giving spirit. Everybody look underneath your chairs for a special surprise.
You gotta reach forward a little.
Under the tables, under the chairs, whatever.
There's a prize.
Yes.
This is my Oprah moment. Everybody put your shades on. Because yeah, there we I'm on vacation. I'm Santa Claus. This is the summer of Santa. Don't forget it. Thank you. Thank you. I almost forgot. It's hot out. I thought this was the summer of Satan. Sweet Johnny's summer of love. More like sour Jonathan's winter of hate. Give it up for the Cottonwoods power couple, Jonathan and Becca. Can't tell which one of you is the other one's beard. Jonathan, why are you so loud on the mic? This isn't a movie theater. I like to call this guy Kevin Fart. Summer sing that.
let the devil come because he said that he needed a ride. But I want you guys to know something. It's time for everybody to face their demons. Hit the thing. Yeah, face your demons. I'm not afraid of you, devil, coming around here trying to torment me and my wife, just trying to have a good night. Get out of here, devil. Be gone. Yeah, that's right. I'll get rid of the devil for you. You call me up, I'll come over here, get the devil out of your way. And the thing I wanted to say about that was, face your demons, and by that I mean, I know that like last week was the like official first day of summer or whatever, but I know that many of us are halfway into the summer and we're still not gonna call back our friend that we know we should call back, or text the person that we knew we need to apologize to, or really just handle any of the actual shit that we was gonna handle. But I love you enough to tell you that I see you. You feel me? You don't have to face your demons, but I want you to know that I'm aware of them. You feel me? And so I face them for you. You feel me? Everybody picture your demons. A couple of them left. Not everybody's demon left. I'm gonna do a couple more sweeps, and maybe later on we'll get some, because some of y'all got some big ass demons, okay? And I don't wanna blow anybody out for they shit out no opening no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So after that, make sure that you face your fears. Do something this summer that scares you, that makes you worried. And I said that to say that last year, we had somebody come up here and she did stand up for the first time, and it was a beautiful thing. And she's gonna come back now and she's gonna do some stand up. But I don't know where she is. She's in the bathroom. So what I'll do until she gets here is I'll sing you a song or something. Oh, see, there we go. See, you almost got a song. You almost got a song. Show some love for Bugs. It's time for you to go, baby.
Corey was going first.
No, Corey's going after.
Corey's going after? I wanted Corey to go before me. Wait till you get a taste of Corey, man, I'll tell you. You were just 30 minutes older, man. I'm telling you. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna scare the shit out of him. He'll come over for dinner again. But seriously, last year was the first time doing this. Nerves don't get any better. I almost pushed out, seriously. I was like, I can't do this. It's like a first date, being afraid you're gonna fart. I can't do this shit. It takes balls to come up here. So, you know. That was Rylan, just like, you know. She's like, yeah, you can tell her. Shit, so yeah, Summer of Love, second edition. Last year we joked about my summer of non-love, and we joke about that some more, because there ain't no love in my summer, I'll tell you. No fucking way, man, I'm staying out of it. Absolutely out of it. What is with these fucking men going ghost all the time? All of them. Like, it's a constant, it's like a widespread thing. I mean, I was married for 25 and a half years. You know, we had a couple of rough patches, yeah, but it fucking goes ghost. Literally, because he's dead. So. True story, I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't understand. Once you get past the dark humor and the sarcasm and all the insecurities, I'm pretty fucking delightful. But, you know. I did surprise myself, though. I did get into one little short-term relationship. It was a lesbian relationship, actually, so I was kind of surprised. Dude was such a bitch. I'm not kidding, man. It's fucking, I was like, first of all, do not meet the height requirement to speak to me in that tone. I'm so glad I got rid of him before, like, the Bernie Valley Fair, because I would have never been able to ride the rides with him. Get out of here. I mean, seriously, like cleaning the house one day, you know, and I've got this little wood crate thing, and keep my wine glasses in there and stuff. And, you know, cleaning the house, and take the thing out, take the wine glass out, and unwash it. And I thought I had a thing for Mexicans. I thought so, but now it's Latino more. But what are you doing? What the fuck? I'm cleaning. What are you? You're not supposed to do that because I'm taking the, washing it made out of wood. You're not supposed to do that like that. You're gonna ruin it. I'm like, it's wood. Wasn't it once a fucking tree? Like it grew. What is the word? But it just nitpicked on everything. So you gotta go. This was the day before Valentine's Day. I had him arrested. From across the street, it was fucking awesome. Seriously, I got a beautiful pair of silver bracelets. February 13th. I could have went to Jared, but fuck you, you're going to county for 3 days. That little shitball tried to hold me hostage in my own house. I'm like, yeah, this isn't work. But I'll tell you something. After that, nope, no dating sites ever again. And I picked one that I thought, you little old man, eHarmony, a guy with a little bow tie. Oh, we got 17 points of personality to match you. Well, I found that thing. I'm serious, I should have shoved his ass back up his lip pinata he fell out of. And don't tell me that's racist. It's not racist. If he was a redneck, I would have made a joke about pulling him out of the claw machine at Denny's. So. But anyway, I hope your summer is full of love. Thanks for the glasses. I won't be needing the condoms though, I can tell you that.
Show us some love. Show us some love. It's not easy. It's not easy coming up here and doing this. And imagine not just coming up here and doing this, but imagine having just been peeing in the bathroom and minding your own business, going through whatever you was going through. And then you came out of the bathroom and you looked up and the person on stage was like, and you! It's your turn, so give her credit for that. I think that was a great All right, well, let's go ahead. We'll keep it moving for you. I don't know how many of you guys are aware of this or not. But last year at the Cotties, I became Spanish Artist of the Year here in Cottonwood. It was me, Daddy Yankee, and of course Peso Pluma. And what I've learned fuego, fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego. Queso molido con huevos. Te amo mucho mañana. Fuego, fuego, fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego. Oh, queso molido con huevos. Te amo mucho mañana. ¿Dónde está mi familia? ¿Dónde está mi hombre? ¿Dónde está la cerveza? Aquí, aquí, aquí. Fuego, fuego, fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego. Queso molido con huevos. Te amo mucho, Mariana. Te amo mucho, Mariana. Te amo mucho, Mariana. Te amo mucho, Mariana. Mariana. Gracias. 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 Mariana. Mariana. Thank you. Sing from the heart. Sing from the heart. And that's how I became Spanish Artist of the Year. Because I come from the heart. Do I know all the words? No. But am I going to give it what I got? Yes. All right. So moving forward, I also wanted to say, you know how like, this is how I was going to make my transition. I wrote the transition this morning. You know how sometimes like Mexican people look Italian sometimes? So I met this dude, and he's been coming to every single show since Summer of Love, like last year to like now. He's been like every show. And the whole time, I thought he was a Mexican guy. He wasn't a Mexican guy. And I was getting ready to like have all these Mexican things I was gonna say before he came out. Turns out he's Italian. So he's not a Mexican guy at all, okay? But I am the Spanish Artist of the Year still, and I'm glad that I got to share that. So, coming up to the stage, show some love for the comedy debut of Corey Mashed Potatoes. Corey Mashed Potatoes. Corey Mashed Potatoes.
All right. That was an awesome intro, man. I don't know how I feel about the mashed potato thing, but I mean, I guess, you know, I'm just gonna gain 100 pounds and just roll with it. Yeah, thanks Jonathan for inviting me, encouraging me. That was fucking great. People told me I was funny, and I was like, yeah, I'm funny in person. And we'll see how that translates on stage. So I guess we're about to fucking find out. And not gonna lie, the 3 beers helped. So, all right. So yeah, so I actually used to be in a cult. Yeah, how's that for an icebreaker? I'll tell you right now, dude, the ladies love that one. It just makes them melt like butter. Come on, Bard, we're not gonna get that close. Yeah, who am I kidding? That pickup line has never worked for me. Not once. Word to the wise, if you're trying to pick up women, do not lead with the cult thing. I have never seen a woman want to leave a conversation so fast in my entire life. Nah, you got to lead with something a little bit lighter, like dogs or Pop-Tarts. You know, shit that women like. Bitches love Pop-Tarts. I wasn't sure if that was gonna land, honestly. If you couldn't tell by now, I'm obviously still single. So yeah, do not lead with the cult thing, unless, stick with me, unless you're like in a cool, sexy cult. You know, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. You see the cult documentaries. They have drum circles and organic kale, day-long orgies, that kind of shit. I mean, that sounds fucking awesome. I would still be there if that was the case. Actually, the kale part was true. We did have some sexy-ass kale. It was arguably the best part of my experience. Arguably. And how fucking sad is that? No orgies, just kale. So it was not a sexy cult. There's so many rules, and I'll tell you, cults love them some rules. There was a rule for just about everything, and of course I was always breaking them because I'm a young, dumb, and horny. One time the leader wanted to speak with me. I immediately knew I fucked up. So he sits down with me and he was like, "So Corey, I'm gonna need you to stop staring at my daughter." Oops. I guess I was a little too obvious. I couldn't help it. She was hot, man. So instead of listening to that miserable pious fuck, I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna make a move. I took it as a personal challenge. I was gonna date the cult leader's daughter. So I did my thing. I laid down my best moves, gave her the old Italian stallion. And I guess I'm more charming than I thought, because it actually kind of worked. I actually dated the cult leader's daughter! The music mix is way better. It makes it hit way harder. I love that. Yeah, dude, so anyway, the leader was pissed. Yeah, he did not like that. But it was awesome, man. It was like dating a fucking Kardashian. I mean, we only dated for like 3 seconds, you know, just long enough to get a couple high fives.
Is that cult for something else?
No. I got some high fives. It was literally. No, but, you know, it didn't last long. Eventually I got outmaneuvered by this motherfucker named Danny Nitro. I cannot make this up. I can't. There's no way you can make it. His name was actually Danny Nitro. And how was I supposed to compete with a dude with such a cool name? Anyways, that's another story for another time. I mean, dating in general in a cult was a nightmare. You think dating in Cottonwood is hard? Yeah, try dating in a cult. That's not a dating pool, that's a dating puddle. And it was shallow. There was like 3 women and a slit in the couch. Those were my options. This is going way better than I expected. Oh, damn. I missed that couch. I can't decide which was the better part, the couch or the kale. All right. The kale jokes are working. I was worried about that. So by now, you're probably asking yourself, why is this dude fucking a couch? And that's actually a pretty fair question. Well, the call was super into celibacy, so I was celibate for 7 years. True story. You ever been turned on by a gentle breeze? or like a boob-shaped cloud? Yeah, that was my life. Like, at what point do you become a virgin again? And the answer to that, 4 years, okay, how do you know that? Well, it turns out it's probably about the time you start fucking furniture. So obviously, I changed my perspective on some things since I left. For one thing, I'm no longer celibate. That's right, ladies, I'm open for business. Also, I actually believe that sexual expression is a beautiful, healthy thing. Oh, shit! Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the gates of hell were opening when I said that. All I'm saying is that eventually your dick has got to go in a human hole. Any human hole will work. Yeah, you can't. Oh shit! I lost my place. You just can't repress that. It's not healthy. If you do, weird shit starts to happen. And in my case, it was weird cult shit. So on that note, I have a fun little story for everybody. So one day, one of the teenage boys, out of nowhere, got like in serious trouble. They took all his shit away, his bed, his guitar, and we never figured out why. Like, why has this dude got so much trouble? So it was the biggest mystery. No one ever really understand. So the fun part about leaving a cult is that after you leave, you get to hear all the fun stories and all the weird, fucked up stories. Anyways, come to find out, this poor kid got caught in the goat pen making sweet, passionate love to a very, very confused goat. True story. Like, it was like full-on bestiality. It was wild. The crazy thing is, it wasn't the first time. Turns out, it was pretty common amongst the young men. There was a full-on goat fucking epidemic, and it was happening right under my nose while I was there. And it was crazy. I mean, I wish those young guys would reach out, would have felt comfortable to reach out to me. I would have been more than willing to share the couch. I just, and also looking back, the animals did seem kind of sad. I just thought they were emotionally numb and repressed like the rest of us. Turns out they were survivors. They actually started a support group. It was called the Moo Too movement. Look it up. Hashtag Moo Too. Lots of powerful stories. So after I found all this out, it made me think. I'm gonna do better with my kids. I'm gonna teach them. If you're smart about it, sex can be an awesome, beautiful thing. If we can teach our kids that, then if we can't teach our kids that, then we better keep a close eye on our house pets. Just saying, statistically, someone's goat's gonna get fucked, and you do not want to be in that Netflix documentary. I made a big mistake. I told this to a buddy from high school. Now every time we hang out, he calls me the goat fucker. Every time. It's actually pretty exhausting. One time I went to the zoo with him, and that was also a big mistake. Every animal we saw, he was like, "Yo, you trying to fuck that giraffe?" Like, no, dude, I don't. No. Eventually I had it. I I do not fuck animals, man. I'm exclusively human hulls and living room furniture. All right, that's my stuff.
That was good. Okay, Leon, that was good, okay? When that boy came to my house and said, "Oh, John, but I have some things. I'm gonna," and I was like, "Okay, well, go ahead and read it then. Let me see what you got." Turns out he did have some shit, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you gotta do that. You gotta do that, cause where else in the world?" You know, like when you think about the earth and the many continents upon it, where else in the world but Cottonwood inside of like a redesigned garage are you going to find somebody that's going to share their cult stories and their sexual fantasies and the things that happen with them and goats? Only here, only at the John Bonner Show. I'll bring this to you. I love you. And then there you go. See, I don't know if you wanted it. I don't know if you wanted it. But I give it to you anyway. Give it to you anyway, see what happens. So, it's a summer of supplements. I want to talk about drugs. Why not? And here at the John Bonner Show, what I would like to urge or to make apparent, just smoke weed and drink, okay? Stop playing. Okay, because obviously the people who are making the drugs now are not having the same kind of fun that the people used to back in the good old days when they was making people feel good. You know what I'm saying? They handing out drugs now, and it just makes you sleep crackle. You know what I'm saying? It don't even make you have a good time at a party, pick up conversation, meet the love of your life. None of that is actually happening no more. It's just night city, and then we all gotta watch the train and stand on the bank, Jordan as the ship goes by. That's a gospel music reference. It's a 70s gospel music reference. But I said that to say, drugs, they need to be, you need to make sure you got a buddy or something, you know, to just be careful, you feel me? And a drug that a lot of people seem to overlook, should I say, is the drug of sympathy. Now, what I was gonna do is I was gonna put a picture of a dog up here on this TV, okay? I didn't do it because I'm a better person than this. I had to talk myself out of it. It was gonna be Bugs' dog. I almost took the picture yesterday. I had to talk myself out of it. I'll explain to you. So, what I was gonna do is I was gonna put a picture of a dog up here, right? And I was gonna look at y'all and I was gonna say, hey, this dog right here, it passed away this morning. I was gonna say that dog is dead and it was my dog. And I was gonna use that to make you laugh at me more. I was gonna use that to make you think that I was a better person because I was hurting. I wanted your sympathy. And the problem is, you gotta keep the habit at some point, okay? So I kicked the drug of sympathy. I kicked it right out of my life. And hey, you see how you don't see a dog? You see how it's not a dog? That's because I don't want your fucking sympathy. That's what I was trying to say, okay? Because Bugs' dog is not dead. In reality, I said all that to let you guys know one thing. I lost a job down at Galaxy Gas. We have been, the thing that have been supporting and making it financially possible for us to be able to do the John Bonner Show on a continual basis is the fact that I had support from Galaxy Gas. Galaxy Gas would send me money. They would send me money at nighttime. I don't know who it was. I don't know where the envelope came from. I don't know how it got to the front of my house, but I go out there and it would be there. I worked for Galaxy Gas for the past 18 months, and then they told me right before the show started that I wasn't going to be able to work for Galaxy Gas anymore. They weren't going to be able to give me the gas. So I just wanted to go ahead and do one final commercial for Galaxy Gas. Just to say goodbye, because they're the first supporters that I ever had, and I really don't want to lose them. Because they're not getting another. I was the best spokesperson that company ever had. Let's move forward. All right, you guys, let's talk about those movies, right? So, every year, every summer, they come out with sequels for movies that shouldn't have sequels. There's a Jurassic Park coming out, and every time I see the commercial or trailer for it, I get a little sick to my stomach. Like, let the dinosaurs be dead. The dinosaurs are extinct. At some point, we have to celebrate and honor their memory with them not being there. Doesn't that make sense? Yeah. Doesn't that make sense? Okay. So I wanted to go over just some ideas for some sequels to some movies that I thought of that maybe people would appreciate. So if I could get a little bit of just some music, I'm going to go ahead and introduce these movies. So the first movie I want to talk to you guys about, it's about a dance team, and they all got together. Okay, they were very popular. They were strong together. Okay, then the dance team broke up. They got older, and they reconciled at a reunion up in the mountains. Okay, and as they were coming down the mountains in the bus flipped over. Okay, and all of the dance students, they all got paralyzed and stuff, and they had to relearn how to walk and dance again for the big dance recital. And that movie is gonna be called Step Down. Because sometimes you have to step down to step up. That's the tagline. Another movie that people should see is about a family, and they are trying to. It's gonna be a remake of Stuart Little, right? But the family already has the mouse, and they're trying to get the kid, and so they keep going on in front of the lady like, "Oh, we're a regular family. We're a regular family," and the lady's like, "Why do you keep bringing a mouse in here? Why do you keep bringing that mouse in here? This is an orphanage. These children have problems." They're like, "Give us one of the kids. Give us a kid. We already have a mouse kid. We just want a real kid." And if they get the kid, and the kid doesn't understand why he's not appreciated the same way. So that's Stuart Little, and that can come out. I'm gonna leave you with this last movie. This one's close to my heart. So this one is gonna be a movie where I personally can star in this one. It's gonna be me, and I'm trying to go and hang out with my homies, right? But every time I try to go hang out with my homies, somebody stops me. My wife stops me, and she makes me come back in the house. And that movie will be called Emancipation 2. And that movie will be called Emancipation 2. And that movie would be called Emancipation 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you believe it or not, my wife is coming up next. See nothing with the boys. Ladies and gentlemen, the love of my life.
Everybody give it up for the band. It is absolutely crushing. Vampires are making a real comeback these days. There's a lot of like vampire culture coming back. I heard that they're gonna make like a Twilight spin-off show and stuff. Sinners came out. Somebody asked me recently who my favorite vampire was, and I was like, oh, the one who lives on Sesame Street. And they were like, he doesn't count. I can assure you he does. I can assure you he does. We don't know what he does at night. We see him in the morning when he's in a good mood, when he's just been fed. He can count to 100 in the morning. At night it gets a little woozy, you know. But yeah, vampires are weird, man. Like people who want to like live as vampires. Remember when True Blood was a thing, and like vampires were sexy? Not anymore. Now they're just super scary, or they count. That's it. Vampires. Oh, this is the Summer of Love. Everybody give it up for the Summer of Love too. But like the vibes this summer could be a little bit more Barbie and a little less Oppenheimer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just too dang hot. It's too dang hot. I feel like it's just only gonna get hotter, and that's fine with me. Yeah. Barb was talking about dating, and I'm really glad that I'm married and I don't have to date in this climate. There's awful dating going on out there, and I just feel for you guys. But here's my dating advice. Next time you're like on a date with somebody, grab their phone, run to the bathroom, lock yourself in the phone, open their Instagram, and then check their explore page. You will find out everything you need to know. You ever hang out with one of your friends and they're like trying to show you something on their phone and then it's just titties? And they're like, oh, I don't know how that got in there. It's like, you know, don't tell me. Right now my algorithm, my explore page, it's just roller coasters because I want to go to a theme park. And then it's just a bunch of girls popping pimples because I had a breakout last week and I needed like acne advice. So now my page is just like, I doom scroll and it's just like, and then there will be like a little dermatologist in the corner be like, shouldn't do that. So crazy. It's so funny how doctors like, you go to a doctor, but then you hear what you don't want to hear. Okay, I had kidney issues a few years ago and I still like have an overactive bladder. There's a lot of aftermath going on. I always feel like I have to pee, okay? This jumpsuit really helps because it's like, no, you don't have to get undressed for this. But I called up my urologist one time and I was like, doctor, I'm just like having some troubles, you know, like my bladder is just crazy. And he's like, yeah, stop drinking iced coffee. I I wanted advice, you psychopath. Like, I'm not gonna stop drinking iced coffee. You haven't met me on no iced coffee. I haven't met that person in a decade. We're not doing that, okay? Yeah, just need some actual advice from the doctors. It's like, just a little corner. Not supposed to do that. Every time I have an iced coffee, I imagine like a little doctor in my brain, like, shouldn't do that. People thought back in the day, like, oh, those kids, they're on drugs. Now it's like, oh, those kids, they're on the spectrum, man. But which one are we on? I thought that was gonna do way better. I was like, dude, you better put that towards the end of the set, man. That's gonna be so good. I don't know. All right. I've been spending a lot of time at home, alone recently. And Jonathan and I kind of have opposite schedules these days, but it's all good. I've gotten into some really cool, weird shit. Like when I get out of the shower now, like take a good shower, I've got some time to myself. I get out of the shower, I'm gonna show you guys what I do. Okay, my hair is down and then I just like do the flip. And then I just kind of sway from side to side. And I let the rain of my hair water shower the floor of my bathroom. I go in patterns. Do a little like tornado storm over here, and I whisper to myself, we really needed this. We really needed this rain. Oh, thank God for this rain. And then I get ready for work, and that's how I start my day. My name is Becca. Thank you so much.
So last year when I did this, I wore this suit. It was a Saturday, and I did it before the sun went down, and I was super hot, and I was very sweaty, and I didn't really, I enjoyed what was happening, but I didn't enjoy how I felt. And so it was hard for me to enjoy the show overall, But this time I was able to enjoy both myself and the show that was happening. And I said that to say that sometimes in your journey of life, you're gonna run up into yourself. You see what I'm saying? You get excited about shit and you want everything to be at once. You want everything that you want to happen right now. And when you do that, you begin to create a pattern of frustration that you play into. And then you become a caricature of yourself. You see what I'm saying? And when you become a caricature of yourself, it's not that you're free, it's that you don't know who you would be without the anxiety that you know. You feel me? I spend a lot of time measuring myself out, okay? Trying to figure out whether or not this thing that I said was funny or people understand me the correct way. And what I've realized over time is that within that frustration was me trying to stop myself from doing that. You see what I'm saying? Because in those measure of time, in the time that it takes us frustrated to put our clothes on, we forget how beautiful we look in the mirror. You see what I'm saying? In the time that it takes us to reach around and find our vape in the car, we forget to see the beauty of the sunrise as we head to work. You see what I'm saying? We forget the beauty of the love that is available for us. And I don't want you to miss out on you. My greatest fear in life is that I somehow enable somebody to not see themselves, the beautiful perfection that is you, the righteousness that is now. Obviously, this is the end of the show. We have copies of our rehearsal tapes. We recorded this, and you can have this later. But I needed to say something before I started.